Hi, my name is George. Summer 2021, I decided to give up my old life. To travel to countries for some weeks per year was just not enough for me anymore. I want to completely understand that country and to experience in the most purest and authentic way possible. So I decided to actually move from country to country and to live like the locals and to understand their way of living, how they see the world and their traditions. Together with my community, we decide where and for how long I will be going. Right now, I am in Madeira, Portugal, and experiencing this unique and amazing landscape and the beautiful traditions. Come and join me on this amazing adventure. What is the first thing that pops up in your mind if you hear Madeira? Well, if you're Portuguese, maybe you think of wood, because Madeira means wood in Portuguese. But probably you think of cute little villages, amazing landscape, tropical flowers, rocky beaches, and the most amazing and friendly people. Or maybe you think of this. Since I arrived on this island around 1 month ago, I constantly see this drink. It's called Poncha, and I think it's safe to say this is the national drink of Madeira. But what is Poncha actually, how it is made, and what is the history of it? Let's find it out in today's video. Have fun! I think it's nearly impossible to enter this island and to not notice Poncha. Almost all bars and restaurants offer these drinks in all kind of variants. Traditional Poncha is served together with peanuts. I think probably to ensure that the guests don't get completely drunk, because Poncha is actually quite strong. And it seems this drink is equally loved by tourists and by locals. And after my second or maybe my third Poncha, I decided to learn more about this drink. Like every good researcher, I started on Wikipedia. And there it says, Poncha is a traditional alcoholic drink from the island Madeira, made with aguardente de cana, which is distilled alcohol made from sugarcane juice. Additional honey, sugar and either orange or lemon juice. Some varieties include also other fruit juices. Okay, understood. But is this really everything that we need to know about Poncha? Currently I'm living in the north of the island, in a small city called São Vicente, and I asked all of you for help for this video. I wanted to know where can I find the best Poncha in the north. Most of the answers that gave me, by the way thank you for that, recommended this one place in exact the same city where I am. Few minutes away from the beach and the seaside is a small and from outwardly inconspicuous house. But here I should get all my answers, in Poncha de São Vicente. I decided to connect with them and ask them on Instagram if they can show me their craft and the secrets of ponchas. And then, a few hours later, I got an invitation. Let's go! Okay, so I'm now at Poncha de São Vicente. They said they will show me everything around Poncha. Let's find it out. So finally I was about to learn about the secrets of this drink. As we learned before, one of the ingredients is sugarcane rum. This strong beverage is produced here on the island. The sugarcane was brought 1425 to the island, which led to an agricultural revolution and a very important time for Madeira, because the island became one of the biggest producers of sugar. But back to Poncha. This is Paulo Santos, the owner of Poncha de São Vicente. Before we actually start to make a Poncha, let's ask some questions. Can you tell me a bit about the history of Poncha? The history of Poncha de Madeira goes way back to the 19th century. One theory says it could be an adoption from an Indian drink called punch that was brought by British sailors. The word punch means 5 in Hindi and refers to the 5 ingredients that punch is made of: alcohol, sugar, lemon, water and tea or spices. This drink is sort of also the father drink of the typical English drink punch. The exact date of the evolution from punch to the Poncha de Madeira is not known, but it seems the first Poncha on the island is still the same as the version that is known today as a Pescador, which means fisherman in Portuguese, because they drank it to warm them up during the night. Camara de Lobos in the south of Madeira, which is also known as a fisher village, is suspected birthplace of Poncha de Madeira. From there are also the first known variants with oranges. A different theory says that the history of Poncha goes even further back to the 16th century. The big world discoverers needed to take lemons on their endeavors to ensure their bodies get enough vitamin C to protect them of scorbut. To ensure the lemons held that long on these journeys, the sailors put them in a strong alcohol and into the Madeiran sugarcane jelly. A small side story, old seamen called the island, also rum or schnapps island, referring to the high consumption of alcohol at the time. This is the
Carlinhos, for the mix, mix da poncha.
Okay.
Okay. Este nasceu porque antigamente havia o mostro dos barcos desta forma e a parte que estava lá em cima chamava-se o caralho. This is from the big one, center. The fishermen call that the caralho. So that's how the poncha are made for the fishermen. They call caralhinho. But in Portuguese it's bad name.
And how many different kinds of ponchos do you have?
We have 9 types.
Wow, 9 different variants. Besides the most typical one with lemon and orange, in the last decades more and more variants were created. Another thing the guys told me is a typical Madeiran saying, "Bebe uma poncha que isso passa." And sorry for my bad Portuguese. Translated, this more or less means drink a poncha and it will heal, suggesting that poncha can cure flu and other diseases. Well, maybe that is the solution for the coronavirus. Good, enough talking. Now it is time to make some action and some poncha. We will start with my favorite poncha, which is poncha with lime. The first step is to peel off the skin of a wild lime. By the way, during all my hikes in Madeira, I saw at least one wild lime tree. Good, the next step is to add some sugar. Thirdly, a little bit of aguardente is added to the pot. To release the oils and the flavor that are in the skin of the lime, it gets smashed and then mixed together with the sugar. Nextly, we add some lemon juice. The fresh juice is added to the lime and to the sugar. And not to forget the last ingredient, aguardente and a tiny bit of water. With the caralhinho that we saw before, everything gets mixed and stirred together. And latest here you can smell the intense and amazing flavor of the lime. In the end, I am also allowed to steer, but I don't think I'm experienced enough. What was looking quite easy was actually quite hard. And now, after the mixing, to ensure no pieces of lime end up in the glass, the poncha is filtered through a strainer. And voila, I made my first poncha. Okay, well, at least I assisted a little bit. Alright, that's now the big tasting. And how much do you drink until you're...
Depende da pessoa.
Depende the person.
Yeah.
3, 4, maybe you're gonna start.
Alright.
Build something.
Cheers.
Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers. I got another poncha. I need to say I start to feel it slowly. It is really, really strong. So if you are in the north of the island or in Madeira generally, make sure you go to Poncha de São Vicente. It's an amazing place. You have the most beautiful view directly in between the mountains. And the gentlemen here were so nice. Showed me around everything, gave me poncha, gave me some snack, and it's a really incredible place. Make sure you don't miss it out and visit them. I will also link down their Instagram profile. Make sure to give them a like and to give them a heart. Show them some love. It's a really amazing place and really nice from these gentlemen to invite me here. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week for another adventure. Ciao, ciao.